Almighty God has the power for everything, but He afflicted them in their manhood. In order for them to care and preserve His book, He entrusted them with that. Just as God assigns Muslims to jihad, a Muslim who flees will be punished. So he is not a man. That's why God afflicted them to preserve His book, to care about it, but they distorted and sold it. What is Allah is not having power. No, Allah is willing to everything. Evidence that God preserved for mankind its instincts and preserved religion for it. Whatever book was distorted, religion, man, and rights still exist. God always preserve it, but who God order them to care about high book? They didn't. I will give an example. God forbid drinks, and you are free to get or not. Drink is forbidden, and in front of you there is alcohol. This is green tea, by the way. You have school and water. You chose alcohol to drink, and with time you have cirrhosis of the liver. Not you, but we took an example. When he fell ill with cirrhosis, he said, "Why didn't God protect me from drinking alcohol?" Answer is, God already forbidden it, and put you under test to obey Him. Then how you will enter the paradise? You must have test first. He told you do and don't, and give you the choice. So when you will be in hell, you will not blame God, and said, "Why I'm here." You have the choice. You want drink or you won't. God forbid the alcohol, but leave for you to choose. That's why when you got sick, you can't say why did God didn't forbid from beginning, like the holy book, as they said. God sent it to them, and He ordered them to preserve it, to care about that holy book, to preserve it. But you people sold it with cheap price and distorted. But you distorted and sold it to satisfy the leaders during this period of time. And you broke your book to satisfy your popes, who usually changed the subject of the holy book, the subject itself, and you leave the main subject to follow him, because he has more knowledge and heaven keys with him. Then you blame Muslim, why did God didn't preserve the holy book? Where have you been? Aren't you a man? We as a Muslim, we are a true man. God said, we sent down the reminder to him, and we are his guardians. But we don't depend on this only. Muslims memorize God words like their names. Do you know kid in KG1? If I'm reciting Quoean, and I did mistake, the 5 years kid will correct me. Just give a kid from other religion memorize their holy book. Just give me one of them, like example that Pope is memorizing the Bible by heart. Words by word, there isn't. With Muslim, you can't find a street, a kid, a young man. They memorize the Qur'an by hearts, with the Guinness of God by heart, words by words. When you stand in the row prayer and start reciting Qur'an, example reading the verse of Al-Ikhlas chapter, if you said one letter wrong, what will happen? Tell me.
A kid will correct to you.
Why don't we read Qur'an with meaning as Christian do? It can't be. We must read it verbally, in movement, and in meaning. Letter wa must be wa. You see the difference now. We are, by the grace of God, men. Because we preserve God promise. We care of Allah's book. We still pass it on to our sons and daughters. My kids will memorize and their kids will do too. And you try to memorize and teach who will be after you. Big difference, baby.
Okay.
Bless you.